Welcome to the True Alien Podcast. I'm Adrian Smith, and each day we take a deep dive into the strange, the bizarre, and the unexplained.
It's definitely a wild world out there.
It is. It is. And with me to make sense of it all is our resident expert for today's paranormal probe, Julia Jones.
Hi, everybody. Julia Jones here, and I'm excited to see what strange stories we're going to be looking at today, Adrian.
So today we're looking at a story that a listener sent in, and it's about a family road trip that went very, very wrong.
Oh, a family road trip gone wrong.
Mm.
Well, that's a tale as old as time, but I have a feeling this one's going to be a little bit different.
Just a little bit different.
Yeah.
This one involves some things not of this world.
Okay, so we're talking aliens. Then I can already tell this is going to be good.
Yeah.
Like, hear about this family.
So this is the Jenkins family.
Yeah.
And, the classic setup. You've got Bruce the dad,
Yeah.
who's not at all happy to be on this road trip.
Oh, I know that dad.
Right. And then you've got Zoe, the teenage daughter. She's got her headphones in, and she's just, wishing she was anywhere else.
Yeah, scrolling through TikTok, probably.
Exactly. And then rounding out the group is Grandpa Lyle.
Okay, Grandpa Lyle, what's his deal?
Grandpa Lyle is the alien conspiracy theorist of the family. I mean, this guy, he's got it all, the tinfoil hats, the books, the documentaries.
So he's probably loving this road trip, then.
Oh, absolutely. He is living his best life right
Yeah.
now, and Bruce is trying to keep everybody, from killing each other.
That's a recipe for disaster right there. I can already imagine the tension in that car.
So they're driving along, right? And Bruce is at his wit's end. I mean, he's had enough of the bickering. He's had enough of Zoe's music. He's had enough of Lyle's theories.
So what does he do?
He sees a sign for a scenic overlook, and he's desperate for some peace and quiet. So he decides, you know what, we're taking a detour.
A scenic overlook. That sounds peaceful enough. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
But that's the thing. The scenic overlook, it was anything but scenic.
Oh, no. What was it like?
I mean, we're talking overgrown weeds, a rickety old bench, just total disappointment.
So much for peace and quiet.
Yeah, and it's as at this moment, right, this moment of peak disappointment, that things start to get weird.
Hey, here we go. So how did things start to get weird? Fill me in.
Well, it wasn't like an earthquake or thunder or anything like that. The account describes it as this deep thrumming in the air, a vibration that you can feel in your chest.
Whoa, okay, that's creepy. That's definitely creepy.
And then they look up, and instead of, fluffy white clouds or a clear blue sky, the sky is filled with these bizarre shapes swirling and pulsating with light.
So not your average clouds, then?
No, not at all. And Zoe, who, she's a teenager, she's seen it all online, right? Special effects
Yeah.
movies, everything. She's stunned into silence.
Wow. I mean, that really says something if she's speechless.
Right. And meanwhile, Grandpa Lyle, he's having a moment. He's shouting, I knew it! I knew it! They're here!
Oh, I bet he was loving it. Talk about validation for all those years of believing in aliens.
Oh, absolutely. This was his moment, his time to shine.
So what happens next? Do these shapes in the sky get any closer?
They do these sleek, metallic teardrop shapes. They start hurtling towards the ground. They're like pods.
Pods? What kind of pods?
And one of them lands incredibly close and actually flips their car.
Oh my gosh. Are they okay?
Yeah, they're okay. They're shaken up,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not seriously hurt. But then these pods, they start to open.
And I'm guessing what comes out isn't exactly little green men.
No little green men to be found. What emerges from these pods is something much more terrifying. The account describes them as insectile.
Insectile, like bugs.
Yeah, nightmarish, huge, fast-moving, absolutely terrifying.
I'm starting to get the chills now. This sounds intense. So what do the Jenkins do?
Well, at this point, the family dynamic completely shifts. All the bickering stops instantly. They're in survival mode now.
So the appearance of actual aliens put their family drama into perspective.
Exactly. Suddenly, all that stuff just doesn't matter. Zoe, the rebellious teenager, she's actually helping her Grandpa Lyle move quickly.
Ah,
And Bruce, the grumpy dad, he grabs a piece of fallen metal like a rod or something to defend them.
wow. Talk about a bonding experience.
Right? It's amazing how, in the face of something like this, all those petty arguments just disappear.
It's like their survival instincts just kicked in and all that other stuff faded away.
They manage to find an abandoned ranger station, and they barricade themselves inside.
Barricading themselves against aliens, I mean, I admire their determination, but I'm not sure how effective that's going to be.
Right, but it's that need to do anything to feel like they have some control over the situation.
I get it. It's that fight or flight response kicking in. You got to do something.
And it's in this moment, right, huddled together in this dark ranger station, that Bruce looks at Lyle and says, Guess you're right, Pops.
I love that. I mean, after years of being dismissed, Grandpa Lyle is finally vindicated.
And Zoe, in this moment of, dark humor, just says, So aliens.
It's like the absurdity of the situation is finally hitting them.
And the account ends there with the sound of the door rattling violently as one of these insectile aliens tries to get in.
Oh man, talk about a cliffhanger.
Right, so the Jenkins family, who started the day, arguing about snacks and music, are now facing an alien invasion together.
So what do you think, Adrian? Is this story true? I mean, could it really have happened?
I don't know, Julia. I mean, it's a compelling story for sure, but there's no real way to verify it. There's no evidence beyond this account.
Yeah, but that's what makes these kinds of stories so fascinating, right? The possibility that it could be true.
Absolutely. And even if it's not true, it makes you think, doesn't it? It makes you think about what you would do in that situation.
Totally. It makes you question your own beliefs, your own perceptions of reality. I mean, what would it take for you to believe in something truly unbelievable?
And that's the question we leave you with today, folks. What event, no matter how improbable, could suddenly change everything you thought you knew about the world?
It's a question worth pondering. And on that note, I think we should wrap things up.
I think so too, Julia. So thank you all for joining us for another paranormal probe here on the True Alien Podcast.
And remember, keep those strange stories coming.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We love hearing from you guys. And until next time, keep looking up. You never know what you might see out there.
Stay curious, everyone.
And stay safe.
Yeah, you never know when those insectile aliens might show up.